4th of December, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Found them. Good going, Lou.
Okay. Here we are, Rabbi Shlomo Furst here at our second shir in the morning here in Samanafshi, in Shnaim Care of Zoom. We're learning our first shir this year for Hilchos Hanukah. So I'll refer you to the, that's in the 6th volume of the Mishnah Berurah, and that'll begin in Tuf Reish Ayin Tuf Reish Ayin. Yep, being with Tuf Reish Ayin.
Okay, Tuf Reish.
Okay, Mayor, would you like to read? Start with the Machaber and Sif Aleph.
Okay, so it says Devarim ha'asurim v'hamutarim b'Chanukah. So these are some of the items that are forbidden and permitted on the Chanukah. Aleph. It says B'Kaf Hey B'Kislev Shmonat Yimei Chanukah v'asurim b'Chesped v'Ta'anit Aval Mutarim Asiyat Melacha. Okay,
I'm not in the right place. It's Tuf Reish Ayin. Is that what?
Yes, Tuf Reish Ayin. It's the very first. It says Halachot or Hilchot Chanukah.
I see that, but I don't see what you were reading. I see the Ta'anis Aval Mutarim.
Oh, hold it.
What am I?
No, it just says.
I'm sorry. My bad. Hanukah Kislev. I see it. I was looking at the wrong place.
Okay.
No
So it says on the 25th of Kislev, Shmonat Yimei Chanukah, the 8 days of Chanukah, it is forbidden to give a hesped and fast. Aval, it's permitted to do work, it looks like. V'nohagim hanashim shelo la'asot milacha be'od haneirot dolkot. But the women, they do not work during the when the candles are still lit. V'yesh v'omer she'ein lahakel lahem, and they say that they should not be lenient on this. Okay. What about men? I mean, I like to watch the candles burn.
All right, we'll see. We'll discuss that a bit.
Okay.
What is the word lahakel?
Lenient, to be lenient.
With them.
Lenient, thank you.
I mean, if they want to do work, don't be lenient to let them do work. They shouldn't do work.
Great, thank you.
It's like makel, right? Same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Makel is to be
exactly. Right.
Maybe it's the noun of lahakel. Okay, Aleph. Madlikin Shmonat Yimei Chanukah. We begin the 8 days of Hanukkah. Ki b'bayit sheni kashe machu mache risha. Because the second temple that was ruled by rulers of wickedness.
When they ruled the Malkei Russia, right? When they Kimalshku Malkei Russia.
Okay.
The evil kings.
Okay. Gazru. Okay. Gazru Gezerot al Yisrael. They decreed Gezeras on Israel. Uvitlu datam. Oh. Below hinicho otam la'asok b'torah mitzvot. Okay, so they for vitul is nullified, but they forbid really their religion.
They wanted to eradicate. They wanted to eradicate
their religion. Okay, and they could not place
Didn't
on
allow them,
them.
right? Lo anicho also the Torah mitzvahs, and didn't allow them to
Allow
be
them.
involved with Torah and mitzvahs.
Uh-huh. Okay. Ufashtu yadam
So there's,
v'monanam.
right? So there are apparently four things here. One, there would goes a gezeres. One thing that would goes a gezeres. Second, ubitlu daitam, and they wanted to eradicate the Jewish religion. It didn't allow them to learn and be involved with Torah or mitzvahs.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And there's more things as well. Pashtu.
Okay. Ufashtu yadam v'monam uveviv notehem. Yadam.
Pashtu yadam v'mokom v'mamonu v'miyosehem. And they literally that they stretched forth their hand to the Jewish the money, the properties and the money of the Jews, and also to their daughters. Meaning they took forcibly away their money and their property, and took their daughters away forcibly as well.
Wow. Okay. V'nichnesu lehechal ufartuvo pratzot v'timu hataharot. Because that's when they entered the temple.
Right. So niknasu lehecho. So they entered into the courtyards of the base of Mikdash, parts of both parts, and they made breaches in the walls of the base of Mikdash, and they defiled all those things that were pure.
Ah. Okay. Vitzad lahem liyisrael.
Tsar lehem.
Oh,
So
tsar. Oh, they were bitter at them. Distressed. Oh, vitzar lahem liyisrael me'od inehem ulechatzum lachatz gadol. Israel had a lot of distress.
It was a great distress to the Jews, and because of them, and they oppressed them very much.
Very much. Okay. Ad.
What is me Nehem?
Because of them. The Jews were distressed greatly because of them.
Thank you.
Okay. Ad she'rechem aleichem Elokei avotenu v'hoshi'am miyadam v'chatzilam. Until the mercy of Hashem came.
Until, right, Kadosh Baruch Hu had mercy upon them, and redeemed them and saved them from their oppressors.
Okay, v'gavru b'nei Hashmonai hakohanim hagadolim v'haragum v'hoshiu Yisrael miyadam.
So, Gavru, they overcame the Bnei Hashmonai, Kohen Gadolim, and they overcame them, and they killed them. Yisrael miyadam, and they saved the Jewish people from them.
From them. Okay. V'chazra malchut liYisrael yater al 200 shana ad hachurban hasheni.
And they returned the Jewish kingdom for more than 200 years after, until the Corban of the second virus.
Uh-huh. Ukashe gavru Yisrael al oivehem be'ibdum be'kafahei be'kislev haya.
So when did they have the victory over them? That was on Chapei of Kislev.
Kislev. V'niknesu l'heichal v'lo matzu shemen tahor b'mikdash ela pach echad shehaya munach b'chotamo shel kohen gadol.
So they came, when they retook the base of Mikdash, they entered into the Cheichel, the courtyards of the base of Mikdash. They didn't find any pure oil in the Mikdash. Ela pach echad, only one flask that was munach, that was resting there, b'chasuma, that was signed with the seal of the Kohen Gadol.
Oh, okay. Okay. V'lo haya. Oh, hold it. Yeah, okay. V'lo haya bo lahadlich ela yom echad bilvad v'na'asa nes v'hidliku imenu neirot ha'ma'aracha shmona yamim.
And this pach that they found, right?
Mhm.
Oh, it only had enough oil there to burn one day. Only. And a miracle occurred. But Liko Mimeno Neros Moraka Shmonis Yummy. And they lit from it the Neros of the Moraka for 8 days.
8 days. Ad shekatshu zeitim v'hotziu shemen tahor.
So they had to wait the 8 days until they could
Press.
press the olives and take from it shemen, which is Torah.
Okay. Ubidnei zeh hitkinu hachamim sheboto hador.
So then, therefore, the Chachamim of that generation, they established.
Oh, okay. Sheyu hayamim ha'ele shetechilatan kafhei b'kislev yemei simcha v'halel madlikin bahem hanerot be'erev al pitchei habatim b'chol laila v'laila mishmonat halelot.
And so they established the Chachamim of that generation, right? That there should be those days beginning on the 25th of Kislev, Yemei Simcha V'Hara, days of joy and thanksgiving. And they would light their the Neros at night, They're at the doorways of their house on each and every night of the 8th night.
So,
Okay.
can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it says that the victory lasted for 200 years. And it's talking about joy and happiness and Hallel and all that stuff. I'm just wondering, I've learned, from the perspective of the history, that it was a pretty bad time. I mean, we had some victories, but all of the Hasmonaim were killed. All the sons of Matityahu died in battle.
No, that's not true. Only one of them died in battle. We'll get to that. I think.
Really?
I don't think so.
I heard they all died. One of them was
maybe
crushed by an
during the
elephant.
wars that occurred after, but I think up until the time of Hay, I think only one of them had died. But maybe another one. Maybe I don't think. I don't.
No, I'm talking about over the ensuing years.
Well, could be.
I'm saying all of those sons. None of those sons died a natural death. They all. My understanding is there was wars. There were battles and wars going on the whole time. And there was a group of what do you call them? Jews that were on the side of the road of the Greeks,
Right.
holed up in a castle or something, and
Right.
they couldn't get them out, and they were there for years.
Right.
I'm just wondering. This is presenting it as this really nice story, but my understanding from the history is that it wasn't so nice. How do we reconcile that?
No, there was a tremendous victory that we were able to get the base of Mikdash back, and the avoda could be done again in the base of Mikdash. That's the life of Klal Yisrael. We don't realize it Bisman Hazeh, because we're thousands of years away from when we ever had a base of Mikdash. But to have the base of Mikdash and have the Kohanim doing the voda in the base of Mikdash, and Yisrael and being able to bring the korbanos to the base of Mikdash, that was the life of Klal Yisrael. That's why we exist, right? That's a majority of what we live for each and every day, that we should be able to do those things in the base of Mikdash. And when they finally recaptured the base of Mikdash, that was a tremendous victory and a tremendous boost for Klal Yisrael, that they were without the base of Mikdash for those times when they captured it. And so the military and the political aspects of the whole situation, of the whole era, you're right, it wasn't a complete absolute victory over the whole thing, but the main victory, because that was what was the Greeks' main strategy. Their main strategy was to take the base of Mikdash away from us. That was the whole war was based on the base of Mikdash. It wasn't simply a war. I mean, we see there was a war based on the trying to turn us away from our Torah and mitzvahs and destroy the Jewish religion. But the whole focus, the target of the Syrian Greek military occupation was the base of Mikdash. So when we regained that was a true victory. Now again, there was a lot of mopping up operations that took place afterwards, and that went on for years and years, right? So, but nevertheless, the main victory was made, and the fact that there were so many Jews that had assimilated made it even more difficult, because you were living with and amongst the traders, right? You were living amongst traders, and that's one of the reasons why the way I think it is, why we have to make the menorah in a public place, that everyone should see that you're not a traitor, that you're on the side of the Kadosh Baruch Hu, and you appreciate that nace that the Kadosh Baruch Hu did to give us back the base of Mikdash. But yeah, politically and militarily, it was not an easy time. But they regained the Malchus. They regained somewhat of an autonomy between being ruled by the Greeks and then being ruled by the Romans later on after the fall. Okay, look,
Okay.
we'll continue on. Maybe still in the middle of Sifat, Sifat Malach. Okay, well, we'll
Okay.
continue Mr. Shem tomorrow.
Very good. Yashkaya.
Okay, thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Ruth, Matt, and Mr. Shem. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good
Okay.
day.
Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Shkoyach, Meir.
Thank you.
Talk to you. More to Monday. Yeah, tomorrow I should be here. Okay.